Hey guys, it's Peter from Lucas Creatives. I have a really quick way to help you understand better how hosting works. If you work with a developer or you're building your own website, chances are you've had to buy a host and you've had to buy a domain name, you have to buy a bunch of other things, and you might get confused. You might be like, which one should I choose? What should I pay for, right? So let me show you this really good picture of hosting explained in very, very simple terms that everyone will understand. Okay, so let me show you this picture here. I'm so sorry, I'm just like showing you a picture I have on my computer. But basically what it says here is hosting is your house, your data is your furniture, your address is your domain name. Okay, this is just a picture of a house, and you might, at this point you might be like, why do I even need to know this stuff? Well, you only need to know this stuff if you own an online business and you're looking to make more profits. Chances are your SEO ranking is not the best because it's just such a competitive world out there. You need a fast website because Google looks at the overall user experience. Google looks at over 200 different things for SEO, but one of the key factors is a faster website, okay? I'm talking about people like with like 5,000 unique visitors per month or 10,000 unique visitors per month or more. Look at your site speed, okay? There's all sorts of websites that can help you measure site speed, but look at your site speed, okay? And then think about that picture when you're talking to your developer and saying, hey, is my host okay, right? Now here's the thing, here's what you really want to listen to. There's a lot of scams out there with hostings, and honestly, I've had developers recommend terrible products, right? Because there's kickbacks and affiliate programs, okay? So this picture, that picture I just showed you, you know, with a house, it's not entirely accurate. You pay for two things with a host, okay? And they'll explain it in a very confusing way, but there's only two attributes to a host that you should be worried about: speed and capacity, okay? So think of your host not as the house as everyone thinks it is. Everyone says your host is just simply your house. No. Your host is your utility provider. Why? Think about it. You have an internet provider, right? That internet provider gives you two things: unlimited data or like super fast download speed, right? You want speed. Everyone wants speed because chances are your data is kind of like set. You're not going to use more than, you know, depending on your business, right? But chances are you're looking for speed to build those profits, okay? I've just had a developer for my client recommend a terrible host that was all about capacity. It was just like a $260 plan that was like you were able to build 10 different websites, but all these websites are just slow. It's kind of like paying for a 10-lane highway when you only have one car, so why would you pay for that? I switched them over to a host that I know that actually works, right? So this host is all about speed. Maybe not a lot of capacity, but you know, this website has, you know, over 20,000 unique visitors per month. They have 2,000 SKUs, yearly revenues over 2 million easy. They need speed, and they're slow. They're so slow right now. No wonder they're like not ranking well in Google. Okay, so I just wanted to get that off my chest because yeah, just honestly a lot of wasted money. There's different kinds of hosts out there. There's a shared server host, which is like the GoDaddy basic plan. You share your host with everyone. You share your site speed with everyone. When there's high traffic, it's kind of like a traffic jam, right? So there's another type of host called virtual private servers, meaning it's kind of like a HOV lane, like a high capacity lane on a highway. It's only reserved for you, and it's decided how much speed you need based on your website credentials, and it's kind of flexible, right? So you'll see a lot of these hosts, they'll use something like Google Cloud services. You'll see Amazon Cloud services. That's good. That's what you want to use, right? The next class is a pure private server. These guys are expensive. They're like $300 a month because what you're doing, you're physically renting out infrastructure. You're physically renting out the computers that are required to process all that data for you, okay? That's not necessary if you have a good website, and I can prove to you with the data from my clients. Be careful, be careful. Make sure you know what you're buying into, okay? One of the ways you can test what you're buying into, ask your developer, ask for a staging site. What a staging site is a copy of your current website, and then you can test the speed, and then you can look it up through something called like a website that looks up other website speed. It's GT metrics. There's a website test.org. There's all kinds of websites for that. Chances are you don't have time to do that. You don't care. You want your developer to tell you how fast your website is loading today and how fast it's gonna load if you upgrade. Another term you'll run into nowadays, this is kind of new for everyone, is SSL, okay? Google Chrome forced everyone to use SSL on their homepage. Sorry, it's not Google Chrome, it's just like Google. The whole community is being more secure, and I think it's a good idea too, but you have to buy SSL separately. Okay, if you're going with kind of a newbie host or kind of a basic host, a mainstream host, they want you to buy SSL separately in a separate package, okay? Premium business class hosts will include SSL, and you install it with one click of a button, right? Mainstream hosts are a little more complicated than that, so you're gonna be paying your developer a little more to install a SSL certificate. And of course, it's kind of like a parallel system. It shouldn't be like this. It should, now that it's mandatory for websites included, it should just be including the hosting package. I think we're gonna see a lot more of that in the future. I know my host includes it for free, right? So that's SSL for you. Your SSL is your security, okay? One more thing is called, all these acronyms, CDN. CDN is your content delivery network. Okay. Why do you need to know about this? Because CDN is also related to your site speed. Okay. Your website probably has a lot of pictures. If I'm located in South Africa, right? Ideally, I don't want to be, pinging a Toronto server just for that picture. I want to pin some African server that has a copy of that picture. That's what CDN does. CDN is used everywhere. Shopify uses CDN. Every major website, Facebook, Twitter, they all use CDNs. Make sure you have a system where you can back up your site with one click of a button, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of the mainstream hosts that people recommend on Google because there's affiliate systems or because they have kickbacks or because they don't know what they're doing, a lot of them don't have a good system in place for you to run a business. They have a good system in place for blogs and like simple things, but not for business, okay? So I want to just end this video for now. Of course, I'm going to explain a little more later. None of this is really related to me selling anything. This is just me talking to you guys, sharing some of the expertise and lessons learned. And really, I've lost money because I didn't know this stuff. So I really wanted to get this off my chest. Thanks for watching, guys.